So it's the lesser of two evils, basically. Oh, we're live.
Yeah, we are. Yes, sorry about that. We are live. Yeah. So I'm in the driver's seat tonight, which is not usual for us because I actually have a decent internet connection. But so, Jason, you want to take our usual intro?
Welcome everybody to A Nice Place to Brew. I'm Jason.
And I'm George.
Yeah, I'm Paulie.
Happy Christmas week, or I'm sorry, Happy Holidays week to everybody out there. Today is this is an off schedule episode for us. Our normal webcast is every Thursday here on the YouTube and Facebook channel. This is a special broadcast on Wednesday this week, being that we are coming up on the Christmas holiday. So welcome everybody. Hope everybody's having a great holiday week. We do our webcast every Thursday, with the exception of this week, on the YouTube and Facebook channel. Check out our past episodes on the YouTube page. We have weekly episodes going back to the beginning of all the COVID madness. And so being that we're coming up on almost a year of weekly episodes, there's quite a library. So check us out there. We do an audio podcast under the same name, A Nice Place to Brew. Check us out there. We have many years of audio episodes, including a recent one where we discuss the Blue Ribbon, the Pabst Blue Ribbon Award back from the 1893 Chicago World's Fair. It's a great episode. Check it out. But here today, we are here to talk about all things beer and beer making. So welcome, everybody. Gentlemen, what are you guys drinking tonight?
So, first of all, welcome to our Facebook friends. I'm sorry about the change of link on you. But we are live on Facebook now as well. So, welcome to you guys. And also, welcome to Scott from WMY Brews, complete with digital Yule log in the background.
Digital. That's real as it gets right here.
Hey, Scott. Long time no see. How you doing?
Paulie, how you doing? Good, thank
Yeah.
you. Good. The last time I got to join in was on Halloween, if that sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds right to me. So, and yeah, so to answer Jason, your question, I am drinking a crowler of something called Rudolph the Red Ale Rain Beer.
How appropriate.
Yeah. It's a spiced red ale that is actually, I had a sample of it at the place and it's pretty good.
Cool. Paulie, what about you?
I'm drinking an American Pale Ale.
Broadcasting live from the now world famous Route 66 Old School Brewing in Wilmington, Illinois. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, I had a brew day today. Things didn't go according to plan, so I'm broadcasting from here again.
Oh, shucks.
No darn.
Extra time at the brewery. What are you going to do?
Yeah. What was that, Scott, that you held up?
I am drinking a Karate in the Garage,
That is a brilliant beer name.
which is from Aslan Beer Company out of Darien, Illinois.
No way.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir.
Did you pick
What?
that up locally?
I did not.
Oh, shipped here. Okay.
Aslan Beer Company, Darien, Illinois.
How did that... Are you familiar with this one, Jason?
I mean, I certainly recognize the Hop Butcher for the World logo. The Aslan is a new one for me.
Okay.
But Hop Butcher is not 100% made out here, but it's part of it. So I'm guessing that this has got to be a collaboration between the two. So
I would think, yeah.
let me punch that in. Go ahead and carry the ship here, and I'll.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. It says brewed and canned by Hop Butcher for the world in Darien, Illinois.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's
All
very
right.
good. So I was part of the beer Twitter Secret Santa, and the person that I got the beer from was the person from whom I got the beer. Sorry, the person from whom I got the beer was from Chicago. So I got
Okay.
That's awesome. Well, Scott, you could not have picked a more appropriate beer to bring here on this episode. Because
Perfect.
not only do you have a beer from Hop Butcher for the World from Darien, Illinois, but the partnership is from Aslan Beer Company, who just happens to be located in Virginia.
Ah,
In
nice.
Hey.
Alexandria, Virginia, right
In
outside of DC.
Alexandria. Okay.
Perfect. Of course,
Wow.
that's what I was going for. Of
It was.
course.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Good
was
job.
clearly meant to be. So, welcome. It's great. It's great to talk to you again. Thank you so much for joining. I want to send out a little plug for Scott's musical page. Scott's Takeout and Songs. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
songs and takeout.
Songs and Takeout
It
with
should have been
Scott
called
Panfield.
Tunes and Takeout, but people suggested that to me well after I named it.
Okay, got it. Well, I'll tell you, Scott, you recently put out a episode where you sang Christmas songs for over an hour, and it's quite brilliant.
Oh, thank
wow.
you.
So, if you're looking for a little Christmas cheer, check out the Facebook page, Songs and Takeout with Scott Panfield.
Yeah, it's facebook.com/songs and takeout.
Right on.
Okay. All right. Nice.
I am drinking a beer that, frankly, has not made an appearance on this show in far too long.
Metal Monkey.
Metal Monkey.
Nice. Which one?
So this is a beer called Keyboard Warrior. It's an
Okay.
imperial stout with pecans, chocolate, coconut, and milk sugar. And in speaking to Dan, one of the owners of Metal Monkey, and he's a two-time guest here on A Nice Place to Brew. This beer came about as a bit of an accident because they just quote unquote accidentally received a shipment of 75 pounds of coconuts. So they had to kind of call an audible and be like, okay, whatever we make here, we've got to be using 75 pounds of coconuts. And here we are.
Wait, so did they get whole coconuts?
I did not quite get that far into the details.
Did you just say Hulk Hogan nuts?
No, I was
Wait,
probably
no.
it was probably toasted Predator.
I'm pretty sure that's what you just said.
I didn't
Maybe
catch that.
maybe it was, but coconuts is
Did you
where
get
I was. When I was
Hulkamania
of
is
work.
running wild on A Nice Place to Brew.
Right?
I got to tell you guys, it is very tasty. And this is an imperial. This is just over 8%. So,
okay.
and I'm thirsty tonight. So we'll see what kind of shape I'm in the end.
First of all, Rudolph the Red Ale Rain Beer is quite tasty, but also,
Can you
Go
hold that up again?
yes, it can.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It almost looks like a light-bodied wheat beer.
It does almost look like that, but it's definitely red. And I'd have to look and see. It's definitely not a Flanders, and it is a little bit lighter bodied than your typical red ale. So it might be like a red wheat, but it's definitely spiced, which gives it kind of a Christmas beer kind of aspect to it,
Okay.
which is, I think, quite good.
Cool.
Yeah. But I also have with me good old can of Steel Reserve because our plan was to do trivia night with the three of us. And Scott, you are more than welcome to join in if you have questions or want to answer things. And we had kicked around the idea that if you answer wrong, you gotta drink a crappy beer.
I didn't. Nobody told me about that.
Yeah.
You didn't know about that? Okay.
No,
So-
I didn't. Maybe I didn't see that in the text message. I have
So-
to go. Hold on. Let me go. Speaking of crappy beer, let me go get a glass of our light lager here so I can be prepared here.
Okay.
As we call it, the old Wilmatucky.
Okay. So, Jason, do you have a crappy beer?
I do not at this very moment. And as soon as I get some links sent out, I will be going out to the Keyser because I do have some.
Okay, good. All
I
right.
don't have a crappy beer.
I mean,
that's good.
not in front of me right now. Right now, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't think I have
I-
a crappy beer at the house.
Oh, okay.
So I stopped off at a tap house and got this, and then on the way back I was like, I'm gonna stop off at the gas station and get a beer so cheap that the checkout guy is going to be annoyed that I'm have to use a credit card because I didn't have cash. And that
I love that.
was Steel Reserve for, I believe, less than $2 for a lot of ounces, 24 ounces, and but I mean, he was like teenage checkout guy, so he really wasn't paying attention, so he didn't get annoyed. But it was a good plan nonetheless. Yeah.
So, Scott, what's going on in your brewing world?
Not too much. Our homebrew club, we're doing Scotch ales, and I'm not a
Nice.
Scotch ale fan. So this is my only second Scotch ale I've ever brewed, going right now. Otherwise, I've got a wine going and various other things aging with oak spirals.
Oh, nice.
Um,
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my hand sanitizer snow globe.
Yeah. My grandfather died
Oh no.
for the third time, but they're very good with their warranty. So it's still under warranty and they replaced everything. So
Nice.
we're
Do
doing
they
good.
just send you a new one, or do they send you parts, or how's
Only
that work?
only the parts necessary. Not like I have
Okay.
to disassemble. They'll send me an entire piece that part is connected to.
Okay.
And what's happening is a too much power draw going through one of the connections, which melts pieces together.
Oh.
And apparently they've fixed it, but the last time I got it, I still got the old pieces. So, knock on wood.
Yeah.
It's still a great unit.
You have to get rid of those old pieces. You know, you can't let them go to waste, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
And that last one that they sent me lasted 2 years. All the problems I had were in the first year, and then I've been going great for 2 years. And the last time I had it, or last time I fired it up, I had a smell in the back room, like, oop, that's not a good smell. And sure enough, it had melted the connection together.
Right. Right. Yeah, I mean that's the trick when you're dealing with those electric breweries. That sometimes it's a little unpredictable. Now, does it have? I assume the grandfather has some protections so that if it accidentally gets turned on and is running dry, that it will protect
Oh, yeah.
itself. Yeah.
Yep,
okay.
and that's not the issue I was running into. If it did run dry, it would kick itself off.
It would kick itself off. Okay.
Oh, and natty ice.
Oh,
Nice.
that qualifies.
Sure does. And it just happened to be in the Keezer from the last similar type event that we hosted here on A Nice Place to Brew. Paulie, you certainly remember that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
well, kind of.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Scott, I know that you have a tiny bottle of Malort upstairs.
Oh, I do. That could totally be it. Okay. We'll get it. I still have the large bottle too. I have not dipped back into that. It's not like
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter. His Twitter beer friend that he was talking about from Chicago sent him a whole bunch of stuff, and one of it was a little like hotel room shot glass bottle size of Malort, and he's like, I don't think I'm going to be breaking that one open soon because I've had that before.
I know what I'm getting into.
Yeah.
And you know the funny thing is I do remember seeing that post on one of the Facebook beer pages, like this week or last week. Someone was saying like, "Oh, I got a Secret Santa. I'm sending a bit of Chicago." I was like, "Oh no!"
Oh, yeah.
And it happened to be Scott, and that's even funnier right there.
Yeah.
It happened to go to him.
Okay. Yeah. See, there it is. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
ready.
So we decided, since we're doing this not on our normal night, and we don't have a guest right now because it's 2 days before Christmas, that we're just going to hang out and try to stump each other with some trivia. So, Jason, I have not looked at the trivia you sent over.
All right. Okay.
So I don't know what you're going to ask, and I will tell you guys that mine has a little bit of a theme around it.
Okay.
But Jason, do you want to go first as far as the trivia question?
Sure.
Okay.
So I have 4.
Okay.
And just to reiterate the rules for everybody, both here and for everybody who's listening, we encourage everybody to play along. So if you get this question right, you get to take a swig of your preferred beer. And if you get the question wrong, then be ready to drink something not so good.
Right.
As Scott has his Malort ready, so I hope everybody
Google.
out there's ready. No Google.
Yes, no Google.
No
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. All right. Everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, question number 1. And there'll be 4 multiple choices. Who was president when homebrewing became legal?
Jimmy Carter.
Oh, are we writing it down? What are we doing?
Oh,
Well, you got to wait for the 4 choices. Okay.
yeah. Okay.
All right. Is it A, Richard Nixon, B, Jimmy Carter, C, Woodrow Wilson, or D, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, FDR?
Okay.
We're going to do this Final Jeopardy style. Yeah.
I already know the answer, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you,
To the
Scott.
rescue. Yes.
Oddly dramatic there. Sorry.
And no look. I like it. All right. You
I can't see. I can't
you
see
can't
yours.
see mine.
Yours.
Mine is B. Ah, there it is.
Is B Jimmy Carter?
Jimmy
Okay,
Carter, yeah.
You're all
I'm
correct.
Linda Carter.
The answer is Jimmy Carter. Congratulations. Thank
All
you,
right.
Paulie.
Sorry, I didn't know
We all knew that, right? We all knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just to add some detail to that, also in the same year that home brewing became legal in 1978, Charlie Papazian, the founder of the American Homebrewers Association, started that year. So
There you go.
Mr. Papazian did not waste any time after it became legal. He founded the association right away. And obviously, they still have a very strong prominence within the homebrewing community. So shout out to the AHA.
That tells me Mr. Papazian might have been doing some illegal homebrewing. I'm just thinking.
Listen,
you know?
listen, I'm not here to point fingers, but you may be right.
When Carter signed it in, it was for the country. A lot of states were already legal at that point.
Right.
So you're saying that homebrewing kind of went the same way as the legalization of marijuana? It's like enough states made it legal that it's like, screw it, let's just make it legal on a federal level?
It's getting there.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Question number 2.
Uh-huh.
Which of the following is not an off flavor of your beer? And if you've listened to previous episodes of A Nice Place to Brew, you will know the answer. All right. Is it A, mercaptan, B, hydrogen sulfide, C, glucoamylase, or D, caprylic?
Okay.
Does
Ready?
spelling count?
No. no, yeah. I needed a lot of help with the spelling on these. Where's the Final Jeopardy music? Come on, man.
Can you
Leaving me hanging.
use it in a sentence?
Sorry. We don't have to sit here for it.
No,
Yeah.
we don't.
Yeah. All right. Are we ready?
All right, is everybody ready?
Yep.
George, there's no way you can get this wrong. And Paulie
I would say whatever A was.
is A. Okay, you said mercaptan. Okay. George and Scott, you are correct. It is glucoamylase.
One of the enzymes
Bad
Yep.
beer. There you go.
necessary for conversion.
So,
Our
George,
Captain, my captain.
do you, can you give a little description on what glucoamylase is?
Glucoamylase. It became popular as an addition to beer, kind of post fermentation, pre fermentation in being able to do some additional conversion and dry out the beer. So when the brute IPAs came into prominence, a lot of people were adding additional glucoamylase to their beer to really drive that down and dry out the beer and get a more champagne-like character to it, which really brought out the limited amount of hops that you put into a brute IPA and paired well with extra effervescence, which was indicative of that style as well.
Yep. Well said. All right, ready for number 3?
Ready?
Okay, this is going to be a legal question, just like question number 1. This one is one that I did not know until I did my research yesterday, and I found this one very interesting. Okay, 4 choices. Homebrewing is legal in all but the following country. So three countries are legal, 1 country is illegal. All right. Is it Canada, Turkey, South Africa, or the Ukraine? One of these 4 countries, homebrewing is illegal. Which one is it?
Okay.
Oh my god, I spelled it wrong. Okay.
Okay. I'm guessing here a little bit.
I do know the answer.
Okay.
Do you know the answer? Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Go for it. Paulie,
South Africa too.
you're wrong.
Oh, really?
You're wrong. The answer is Ukraine.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Are we sure it's not? Okay.
It's no. I looked it up.
I'm with you.
I'm
I remember
opening-
a story a little while ago where somebody succumbed to alcohol poisoning because they were trying to make them their own in South Africa.
I do remember that story.
I do not know that story. Now I'm curious. I may have to look
Yeah,
it up.
'cause that article came out like
Oh,
like right when the pandemic first started. Oh,
Yeah.
child support.
I have
Okay.
not had Malort since the last time you guys watched me have Malort.
Bottoms up.
and you know what?
I'm drinking along with you. Oh my god. This is almost like 6-month-old Natty Ice. Ladies and gentlemen.
Age protection right there, Jason.
Yeah, right.
How you doing, Scott? You doing okay?
I took a sip of it, and my immediate thought when it hit my tongue was, "Oh, this is a lot better than I remembered."
It gets better more and
And
more.
then it hit the rest of the tongue, and the whole flavor hit. And like, oh no, it's worse than I remembered.
All right.
Okay, so to just close this one out, other countries where homebrewing is illegal. There's not too many, at least from the research. The one that immediately comes to mind is China, and I tried to figure out if homebrewing is legal in China or not, and I'm still not sure. I didn't find anything that clearly called out whether or not it is. But 2 of the other countries that where homebrewing is illegal is number 1 Iran and number 2 Malaysia, and both being Muslim
Muslim
majority
countries.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yep. Yeah, it does.
But ironically, Turkey is in the mix there because Turkey's a Muslim majority country and it is legal.
I was gonna say I was leaning towards Turkey for a little bit because of that reason. But
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it Muslim majority? I know they have a. Yeah.
It is.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
That's where
All
Mecca
right.
Mecca's in Germany, so or Turkey. So
What's that?
Is it?
isn't Mecca
thought-
in Turkey?
I don't think so.
Where's Mecca at?
Mecca? No, that's
Uh,
Saudi Arabia.
I. Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
I think it's Saudi Arabia.
I always thought it was Turkey. So my
Our
bad.
Judeo-Christian roots are showing.
Yeah, right.
Looking
Yeah.
this up, I must know this.
Mecca. I thought it
Saudi,
was.
yep,
in
that's what it is. Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But with 7 people who died in Cape Town, South Africa, from
7.
drinking homemade alcohol.
Okay.
But
I
it's-
wonder if it
What
was
the
like.
hell did he put in that?
It's not because it was illegal. It was because there was a ban on liquor sales during the pandemic. Right?
Yeah.
It's my fault.
I
there.
remember reading that article when
Yep.
when it
May
hit-
and June.
All right. You
Okay,
got one more, Jason?
I've got one more.
Okay.
All right, home brewing. Okay, we're going to talk about yeast here. All right.
Okay.
So get your yeast knowledge ready. To rehydrate a yeast pack, you'll need to heat 100 meters of water to what temperature in a glass vessel? And I'll do it for anybody who's listening outside the United States. We'll do Fahrenheit scale and Celsius scale. All right.
Very accommodating.
Okay.
Yes. Is it A, 210 degrees Fahrenheit, 98 degrees Celsius? B, 165 degrees Fahrenheit, 74 degrees Celsius? C, 130 degrees Fahrenheit, 54 degrees Celsius? Or D, 105 degrees Fahrenheit, 41 degrees Celsius?
I'm disappointed there's no Kelvin, but okay, I'm ready.
Sorry, man. Kelvin.
I have to look it up now.
You know what? You know what's interesting, considering like all the science that is involved in brewing, and it's all over the map. I mean, home brewing is all science, almost start to finish. It's a combination of science and art. We would all agree with that. I would agree. I would argue that it's more science than art. But in all the years I've been doing this type of science, Kelvin scale never once brought up in conversation until tonight. Not once.
Well, it's largely because getting Kelvin thermometers is a gigantic pain in the ass. But
Yes.
I'm going to say C.
I'm gonna say
D.
D. I say D.
105?
too.
D.
George, start drinking.
The
The answer is D,
building
105.
You go
Yeah.
too high. 105 degree Fahrenheit is 313 in the Kelvin scale.
Okay. The only interesting trivia I know about temperature is that negative 42 Fahrenheit is the same in Kelvin. I mean, in Celsius.
Okay,
Negative
that's where the
Fahrenheit
lines
and Celsius. That's where they cross. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Nice.
I would have forgotten the whole Kelvin scale if it wasn't for the concept of absolute zero. That's the one part about that I always remember.
Yeah. All right. Good
All right.
questions, man.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, who's up next?
I got some questions. I might have to go off camera for a second because I never wrote mine down. I got
Okay.
them up on a link, so I'll
Okay.
start right now.
Okay,
All right.
cool.
You want
First
me to come up with questions? I'll come up with trivia questions.
Okay, go ahead.
Go for it.
All right,
More the merrier.
let's do this. It's just going to end up in drinking.
Yeah. That's no problem with that.
I'm going to go Christmas movie questions here.
Okay.
Oh,
That's making an assumption that everybody here celebrates Christmas.
All right.
Oh, well,
So-
Can I make that assumption?
or is aware of Christmas movies. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
yes.
Go ahead, Polly.
What is the world's biggest beer brand? Bud Light, Budweiser, Snow, or Tsingtao? I don't know how to pronounce that. Tsningtao.
Oh, Tsingtao.
Yeah, Tsingtao.
Yeah, Chinese beer. And you said that what? You said one was Snow?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I think I'm ready.
All right. You know, just go ahead and ramble them off to me because I can't see you right now. I'm on a different.
Oh,
tab.
okay. 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah. What's
Yeah,
your
Bud Light.
What?
Nope.
Tsingtao.
Nope. Jason?
No?
Can you repeat the question, please?
What is the world's biggest beer brand? Bud Light, Budweiser, Snow, or Tsingtao?
Snow.
Jason's the only one correct.
Snow. Where is it? What is it?
It's China, isn't it?
You know what? Like I said, I'm pulling these questions off like a thing I found on beer questions. So
Okay.
George,
all right.
George,
Fair enough.
I think we talked about this on one of the audio episodes.
Did we? Okay.
I think one of the more recent ones, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So, Polly, is it SNOW like
Correct.
snow?
correct. All right, and my next
Yep.
question is
China. Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Why? Why is this such a terrible liquor, guys?
It is. It just is, man. It's one of those facts of nature. Yeah.
No sense.
So, what is the name of the BrewDog beer with the highest alcohol by volume level?
Oh shit! I know this.
A. Tactical Nuclear Penguin. B. Squirrel's Revenge. C. The End of History. And D. The Twilight Zone.
Oh.
Chomp, chomp, chomp. I think it's C.
You think it's C?
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Which was that the Squirrel's Revenge?
No, the end of history
Yeah,
End of history.
is my guess. Is that the correct direction?
Well,
No, it's
let me get
opposite.
everybody. Let me
Yep,
get
perfect.
everybody's answers first.
Yeah. Okay. So you're saying end of history, Jason. What are you saying?
I'm gonna go with B, the squirrel.
I'm going with the squirrels too.
Right? It is a squirrel, right?
George
In-
and Jason need to drink. Scott got it right.
Damn it! You know what? My brain was telling me it's not. 'Cause you know what? That squirrel thing is pretty famous. Like it's a taxidermy served beer.
yeah.
Taxidermy served beer.
Look it up seriously. Like they serve it in like a model of an animal.
Okay, so honestly, that all that reminds me is of an episode of Bob's Burgers where Bob becomes the chef for a frat, and they end up drinking beer out of a taxidermied iguana.
Oh, I remember that episode. I actually remember
It's
that
hilarious,
episode.
but that's what that reminds me of. Yeah. Okay.
All right, this one, it was kind of funny. I wanted to do this one. I thought it would be too easy, but which of these is not a type of hop?
Oh. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Millennium, Tomahawk, Pilgrim, or Victory?
Okay.
I think I know.
I'm gonna go with Pilgrim.
That's my guess too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with A.
All three of you need a drink. It's Victory. That's a grain.
Oh!
You're right.
Oh!
I was like, I know victory is
Wow.
a thing. Yeah. Oh.
Nice call, Paulie.
And then
Oh,
my
wow.
my next one here. This one's gonna. Let me find it.
Okay.
Because I'm just kind of scroll. Here we go. Number 10. To make sure I get the answer correct. I'm just sitting here taking notes and doing it on the fly. So
It's going well.
Yeah. You're doing great.
Victory.
Scott's
Son
suffering.
of a bitch.
I like that when I was
Yeah, that was.
That's a good one.
It is so bad.
All right, hold on. Next trade up. Sorry,
You're all right.
I had the wrong question.
So, all right.
Where did my question go? Oops. Actually, I do know it.
Okay. What's your question?
No, but I want to pull it up so I word it correctly. And I get the. Okay. So, in which year was a beer can introduced? A, 1905. B, 1920. C, 1925. Or D, 1935.
I have a feeling I'm going to drink on this one.
Oh, that one was
Where is
hard.
Mr. Bitterman?
I know, right? Yeah.
Like I said, this was a throwback to Bitterman.
I
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
He would know this right off. I feel like it's 35, but I might be wrong.
All right.
I'm gonna go. I'm with George on that one.
What's the
Yeah.
earliest, please? I'm going with the earliest.
1905.
1905, please.
Okay, I'm
All right,
going with
so-
35.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm going
locked in.
35. 35
All
too.
right, Scott, finish off that bottle of Malort. All right, so here's my next question, and this isn't
Where's the 750, Scott?
It's in the fridge. The outdoor fridge.
so this one is not multiple
Choice. Okay.
Yeah. This was something that when I read the text this morning on my way in here before I started brewing, I got real busy. This person bought a almost bankrupt brewery in California and is like unofficially credited to start the craft beer movement in America in the 70s. What was his name and what was the name of what brewery did he buy?
Please repeat it. I'm sorry. I was in my Malort haze.
So we're being asked for both the
brewery?
name of the owner and the brewery.
I would
Yeah.
I would take just the name of the brewery.
Yeah,
I'll take the
okay.
name.
Is it Anchor?
Wait,
Anchor?
what was the question, please?
This person bought almost bankrupt brewery in the 70s and built it to what it is today, and is unofficially credited with starting the craft beer movement in the United States.
Okay,
On the West Coast.
I've got a guess.
All right, go ahead,
Okay.
George.
Is it Anchor Steam?
Okay, Scott.
My guess is Sierra Nevada, and I
was
think
thinking that.
that's Sam. I was going to say Cook, Sam
No.
Cook, but he's
No,
a
it's
singer.
not Sam Cooke.
The Sierra Nevada is, what's the guy's name? But anyway, Sierra Nevada.
All right,
I
Jason.
think you might be right.
I think Scott's got it. Sierra Nevada.
Scott and Jason drank George's guy. It was Fritz Maytag that bought Anchor Brewing in the 70s.
Maytag.
Dang! All right, I was right. Yeah.
You know what was kicking around in my head, and I was way off base with it, was Stone.
But Stone, I didn't.
Stone's
I remember
Midwest, isn't it?
Anchor.
They're
Stone,
not California?
they're from
I don't
California.
think they are. Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I associate them with Midwest.
I got that question off like one of those History Channel specials. It was all about beer. And it was
Okay.
talking about the beginning of the craft beer boom in the United States. And they talked about Fritz Maytag. That's just
Okay.
always beat in my head. So
Maytag was a
Grossman.
beer guy.
Ken
That's
Grossman. Nowhere near what I was thinking about. Ken Grossman is who started
all
Sierra Nevada.
right. Hey, I gotta go get a beer. Oh, you guys continue on. I'll be right back.
I have to go get more Malort.
Oh, you do? All right.
I tell you what, you guys
Just-
talk amongst yourselves, and we'll be back in a second.
all right.
Okay, sounds good.
Just save the bottle, Scott.
Scott, you don't have to if you don't want
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
I know
no,
you've
come
suffered
on,
through
George.
enough, man.
It's bad.
It's bad. Yeah. But Jason, in the new year, we're going to continue doing this. We're having too much fun to stop. We're going to be doing the audio stuff, and in the new year, we're going to make good on creating some articles for the website too.
Yes.
I'm already working on some topics, and we're going to go ahead and write up some things on homebrewing and how you can get started, different techniques and things like that. It's going to be under a whole section called Tips from the Semi-Pros, and we're going to be driving more stuff there as well. So I'm hoping as well that we can do some videos on our YouTube page for different techniques and tips that as we're brewing that we can share those as well. But that's definitely something that to give you guys a little bit of a preview of what's going on in 2021, we are personally and single-handedly going to make it a better year than 2020.
Well said. Well said.
Yeah.
And it's being said publicly, so now we're accountable. So
Yes.
we
Not-
got to deliver it.
Not that that's a high bar. 2020 has sucked.
No, well, not that part, but no, we've got some deliverables here. Okay,
We
so
do,
we've
yeah.
got to revamp the website. We have to get consistent with putting the articles out, and we have to build a library of videos the same way we did this year with the weekly episodes.
Yep.
Exactly. So
Absolutely.
and yes, we're absolutely going to do this. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
You're going to give me 30 seconds to go get another drink, yes?
Yes. How
Yes.
about it, sir?
BRB.
Okay.
Do you want to give a little? Because there is a section of the website for tips from the semi-pros now. Is that correct?
There isn't anything in it right now.
I see.
Which is going to be part of the revamp. It's basically going to be like kind of a blog section for us to be able to talk about different things. But we're also going to make sure to, as we bring things out to, so stay tuned to the webcast because we're going to be talking about those different things as we bring them out. So you guys can get some kind of real time updates on that. And we'll try to do our best to be a little bit better about having a presence on social media too, and sending those messages out and letting you guys know those things are there.
Very good.
So, yeah.
No, I like it. So I guess what's an ideal first topic for that?
So-
This would be an off topic, an off episode conversation, but we're talking about it now. Let's just throw it out.
Yeah, absolutely. And while we're waiting for these guys, the first one that I'm working on right now is what do I need to get started? So I want to do home brewing, and I want to dip my toe in the water. What do I need to get started? So I'm going to go through different pieces of equipment that you need, levels of complexity that you can dive into right off the bat, and give some advice as to, all right, if you think you might grow into XYZ in the future, here's some things to keep in mind, like the size of your kettle and other things like that. So that is what I'm that's the first topic that I'm working on.
I think that's very appropriate.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's call out once again that we do an audio podcast under the same name, A Nice Place to Brew. It's available on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, and all the places you get your podcasts from. A Nice Place to Brew, the podcast, is a podcast series about home brewing, and we do touch on craft beer. But a lot of these home brewing related items that we've talked about at length here on the webcast, we talk about on the podcast as well. So if you're a home brewer of any level, and you're just seeking whatever realm of knowledge about home brewing, our podcast is meant to be a resource for that. So I would highly encourage everybody listening or watching this, check out the A Nice Place to Brew podcast.
And like Jason said, it's meant to be a resource and is meant to be what you guys need it to be. So if you have something that you're interested in and say, I'd like to know more about X, let us know. And
Yes.
if we don't already have a topic on it, we'll write one. We'll do a show on it, and we'll talk about it for you and let you know. So there's definitely all kinds of things that we are interested in. And Jason is interested in a little bit more of the art side of beer making. I'm more interested in the science and the engineering side. So we got the bases covered, and we'll be more than happy to do that.
Excellent.
If you're just joining us tonight, because people have been in and out, and we've so thank you for joining us tonight. To kind of have some fun, we're doing trivia night, where if we answer the question correctly, we get to drink something good. Southern Tier smoked bourbon. Nice.
Southern Tier Distilling Company, which is part of Southern Tier Brewing.
Okay.
Southern Tier Distilling smoked bourbon.
And if you answer a question wrong, you have to drink something bad. Case in point. Jepson's point. Thank you, Scott, for the very appropriate exhibits in evidence. Yes.
Can we make a TikTok video out of this? If you guess right, smoked whiskey. If you drink wrong, or if you guess wrong, Malort.
So, Scott, I actually have to ask a question while we're waiting for Polly to come back. That smoked bourbon, does that have like a Scotch type flavor to it? Are they not calling it Scotch because it's not made in Scotland? Or
Let's see. It is smoked. They use smoked malt in it.
okay.
Here it is right here. This whiskey is a Western New York homage to thick sweaters and an open-air fire on a cold winter day. We start with New York State corn, smoked in chocolate malts, and you can get the chocolate out of it, the chocolate flavor. And then age this whiskey in Canton Spirit Oak barrels with the number 4 char. The end result is a gentle, smoky oak backbone with a smooth, spicy foundation and a sweet lingering finish.
Okay.
And the flavors you get out of it, you get a slight chocolate, a little bit of tobacco out of that, some vanilla.
And do you I'm assuming you've had Scotch before, so
Yes,
when
of
I
course,
say
yeah.
that kind of peaty, smoky flavor,
It's
do you get that
smoky.
from this?
I wouldn't say it's peaty, but it is smoky.
Okay, all right, that's interesting.
It's yeah, I'm surprised how much the chocolate comes out. Like, I'm not a cigar smoker, but if you had a chocolate cigar, I feel like this is what it would be like.
Interesting
A
concept.
chocolate cigar in
Yeah.
a bourbon glass. Wow.
I'll have to try it. I like smoked bourbons and
They make a
scotches and things.
pumpkin whiskey
They make a
at Southern Tier. Yes, they do.
Dude,
So are they actually just,
I need this in my life.
are they just distilling pumpkin? Is that what they're doing?
I need to talk to them about that, but that feels like what they're doing. Yes.
Because
Okay.
I do remember looking a couple years ago when this became a thing. Some brewery out in California was doing Racer 5, and they were distilling that and making it into a whiskey. From
Oh,
there.
cool.
Okay. Yeah, Scott, be our field reporter and find out and report back. Yeah, because I'd love to know.
Whoa,
It's local bourbon.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to.
So,
look at-
do you know if they distribute that outside of the local area?
I don't know that
Okay.
answer. I'm sorry.
All right, that's all right. I'll have to look and see at our local ABC and see if it's there.
Now, George, you have trivia questions, or do you want me to go next?
No, I do. Yes, I do. So, getting back to that, we have our trivia questions. Mine have a theme.
But
It
do
might-
you want to save it for like the grand finale and I'll go next, or you're gonna go now?
You're ending with Christmas stuff, right?
Christmas movies. Yep.
Let's end with that since
Okay.
it's time for the
Perfect.
holidays and everything. So mine have a theme. It's all about our good buddy prohibition.
Nice.
So the first question is, in the 18th Amendment, which actually started prohibition, was also called what? Was it the Smithfield Act, the Volstead Act, the Yankovic Act, or that's all I have, just those three.
The Weird Al Act.
So it's probably not that. Yeah.
All right, my guess. My guess is B.
I'm gonna say A.
You're gonna say A?
I'm going to say A also.
Okay. Jason and Polly, unfortunately, you're drinking. It was the Volstead Act.
All right. I didn't say that one, but that's the Smith Act. That was something. I do remember
The
hearing.
Smithfield Act, that was something,
Yeah.
but I don't remember
Yeah.
what
It
it
had
was.
something to do with ham.
With ham?
The Smithfield hams. Yeah, yeah. It's a brand of hams. Okay. All right, so question number 2. When Prohibition started, name one of the 2 organizations that were the initial push to have Prohibition be a thing.
Do we get choices?
Okay.
I
give us-
have a guess.
You have, well, I can give you some choice.
Okay.
I can give you some choices.
Okay.
I'm gonna type it in the chat.
You're going to type it in the chat. Okay. The Temperance Movement, the Sobriety League, the Anti-Saloon League, the
Or spelling.
the yeah, I can't think of any other ones. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna say the Temperance Act.
Temperance Movement?
Yeah.
I spelled
Okay.
it correctly. It is, yeah, the temperance movement.
Yeah.
You got it.
And Jason?
Okay, so the question is, which of
Name one.
these were the one that supported Prohibition.
Name one of the two organizations that originally started the push towards prohibition.
I'll go with the temperance movement.
Okay, you guys are right. The other one was the Anti-Saloon League.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is there was two. The temperance movement was which is actually called the Women's Christian Temperance Movement was the full name, but it's usually called the Temperance Movement.
Yeah, 'cause
that's
I
the
know
first one. And that's the one that gained a lot of popularity and had a lot of initial push. They eventually fell off, and then the Anti-Saloon League kind of picked up from the ashes of that and pushed it forward into prohibition, which is where Volstead came into play, and with the Volstead Act and everything.
Okay.
Okay?
Have you seen the Ken Burns documentary?
I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. I do like him as a documentarian. Okay, so next question is during at the start, one of the, let me rephrase this, sorry. One of the initial pushbacks to prohibition was the loss of revenue that the federal government would have. That's because they were taxing the sale of alcohol. So what tax came in to replace the alcohol tax once prohibition came into play? Was it A, the estate tax, B, payroll taxes, C, income taxes, or D, fur taxes?
This is a great question.
This makes me mad, this question.
It should, really, honestly, it
For
should.
prohibition, we wouldn't have had this tax.
Once you know the answer, you're gonna get real mad.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
I think you gave it away right there. I'll go with income taxes.
Payroll taxes.
Okay, Polly.
The same, right?
income.
Income versus payroll. I mean, what's
It's actually income taxes. The difference is who pays the tax. Payroll taxes are paid by the employer. Income taxes are paid by the person, and yeah, it's definitely income taxes that came into play once prohibition came into play.
Son of a bitch.
prohibition was terrible.
It was a bad idea all the way around.
Oh. So then the government starts double dipping. They make alcohol legal again. They start taxing that, and of course, we're still paying income taxes.
Right? Yeah.
Look at this liquor. I have this much piss-colored liquor left.
How many people have partaken in that?
Oh, I introduce people to it.
Oh, you have to. That's its purpose.
Clearly, look how far into that bottle he is. He's not sitting home at night being like, hey, I'd like a sip of
no, I'm not.
Malort.
No, I am not. But
Does
when
any-
people come over to the house, I'm like, have you ever tried Malort? Let me pour you a bottle.
So for all the people that you've shared it with, has anybody tried it and go, ooh, I want more of that?
Nobody has ever done that.
Nobody has ever done that. Okay.
No one ever will. It's not going to happen.
So
Again,
Scott,
burnt rubber. It tastes like burnt rubber.
That's a new one. I haven't heard that.
have I ever told you, Scott, have I ever told you about the game that we play back here in Chicago with Malort?
No.
It's called Malort Bomb. So say you got people over at the house, and you find something that's similar, like a whiskey-ish, and you're doing a round of shots for everybody. Say 6 or 7 shots. Well, one of those shots is a shot of Malort.
I like it.
And you just bring them out on a tray, and you put it on the table, and you watch everyone grab it. And then you watch that person, the sucker, that gets a shot of Malort, his reaction. Oh, it is fucking gold. You will love it.
That's a great idea too. And then you have to guess who it is. I like it.
Yeah.
That's like Russian roulette.
Yeah.
This
True.
as a color, I think you throw 1 drop of red food coloring into this, and you've got a bourbon.
Yeah.
Okay.
The color is different.
See, we did it with Jameson, and Jameson wasn't that dark, so.
Okay.
This one is smoked for sure. So
Yeah,
Well, the shot glasses that we have aren't clear. So you could very easily do that, and as long as no one's paying too close attention, they will shoot it back.
I'd be the guy at the party going like, "Oh shit!" Right.
Okay, I've got one more question around Malort. Around Malort, no, around Prohibition, and it is, and I'm not going to give you a multiple choice on this one. What was the exception to Prohibition? What alcohol remained legal during Prohibition?
Rubbing alcohol.
Call me.
Well, okay. That may be true, but it wasn't a drinking one, so it doesn't count, Polly.
Well, it's still alcohol. So technically, I'm right.
Technically, you're right. Okay, fine, you're right. But not
It
what I was looking
I'll
for.
drink what I want to drink. Thank you.
Sacramental wine.
Okay, Jason?
I was headed in that direction.
Is that where you're
Yeah.
locking in?
Yeah, because
Okay.
because my recollection is one of many arguments in favor of repealing prohibition was the right to religious freedom, and that's a part of it.
And you both are correct. Sacramental wine remained legal. Now, what that ended up causing was a bunch of preachers, priests, and rabbis springing up out of the woodwork and a gray market of sacramental wine where they would purchase legal sacramental wine and then resell it to the public. So that happened. And actually, from that, list of events, you get the mafia. And that is
Makes sense.
that's where all that kind of started from.
I mean, we've all seen Boardwalk Empire, so
Well, I was going to say we've all
Actually,
seen
I haven't, but-
we've all seen Robin Hood Men in Tights, right?
yeah.
Yes.
The rabbi is like, "Well, bless them all until we get drunk." Yep.
Until we get verschnicken. I like that movie.
Oh, it's great.
Second favorite Mel,
Mel
Brooks,
Brooks.
movie
Yeah, Mel Brooks is brilliant.
behind
Oh,
Blazing
second favorite.
Saddles.
Let's go.
Behind Blazing Saddles.
Oh,
my
Blazing
favorite.
Saddles has to be number one, right?
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
All
I
right,
got
so sorry, Polly, one more question. So there was and this isn't really a trivia. Yeah, you can kind of treat it that way. Nah, it's not. It's a bit of a trivia thing. There was a form of home brewing in Prohibition times. Instead of selling alcohol, stores started selling grape must, basically, with a big warning label on it that says, do not leave, combined with water at a certain temperature and leave in the corner for X number of days where wild yeast could get to it, because then it might create wine, and that would be illegal. So it was their way of selling essentially homebrew wine kits to people to
Nice.
get around the law so that they could brew their own wine, bathtub wine, as it were, during Prohibition.
Bowling ball wine.
Bowling ball wine?
Yeah,
wants-
if it weren't for the prohibition, we wouldn't have Homer versus the 18th Amendment.
Okay. Yes.
Beer Baron episode, one of the best out there. So before we let Scott have his questions, I want to say something. I got a new vendor today at work, and I don't know if anybody knows this, but like when you order grains from malt companies, they always put some kind of candy mixed in the pallet, and it's usually like a salted nut bar. I've seen them over and over, so I did this new one. But look at this cute little grain bag they gave me with malt, with chocolate.
look at
malt. I mean, that's like so cute. I was like,
That's just adorable.
it is. I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah, we had a company I used to work for. We did a lot of wireless equipment, like tower to tower wireless equipment. And in every order that we would order from them, they always put a payday bar. And so we had just a bunch because nobody in the company really liked payday bars, so we had a bunch of them laying around for, people that would customers that would walk in and things. So, yeah.
What I'm doing with mine is because I shouldn't really be eating all the candy because being diabetic and all that. Whenever I get mine, I take a couple of them and I just throw them on the bar. And usually by the end of the night, somebody's taking it and eating it. So
Yeah.
Does the world famous Route 66 Old School Brewing in Wilmington, Illinois, still have that little candy can that they had from Halloween?
Oh no, that's gone.
That's gone. Okay, got
That was a Halloween thing.
it.
Uh, yeah, that's gone. I put that up in the storage attic like a couple days ago. So
I tell you, I'm thankful for that can because it made me rediscover my love for Butterfingers. I love Butterfingers, man. They're awesome.
oh, that's great.
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Yeah. Bart Simpson.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. So that's my questions, guys.
Well done. That was awesome.
And I will credit some of the answers that I have are from a YouTube channel that I follow called Oversimplified, and they do history stuff, and it really is kind of oversimplified, but it has a good sense of humor along with it. And he did one on prohibition, and of course I just double checked to make sure that what he said was accurate, but it was, and it is well researched, and it's all kinds of history things. So he has one on Hitler, he has one on World War I and World War II, Civil War, Russian Revolution, French Revolution, all kinds of things, and it's really entertaining. So recommend.
Awesome.
Anyway, Scott,
You're up.
you have questions?
You ready?
We're ready.
Ready.
All right. My
Yule log fell off.
yeah,
Yeah.
my fireplace.
Oh, is that the Netflix one? Yeah. Okay.
No. It's an actual fireplace.
On your TV.
On your
All right.
TV.
So when thinking about Christmas movies, and obviously in the last hour and 14 minutes, thinking, I should come up with some Christmas movie trivia. Speaking to people from the Chicago area, we think about John Hughes. So,
Okay.
Ooh, John Hughes. I know.
which of these Christmas movies is not a John Hughes film?
Okay.
Is
All
it
right, this is
A,
good.
Home Alone? Is it B, A Christmas Story? Is it C, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? I meant to say holiday, not Christmas, because Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
D, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So once again, A, Home Alone, B, A Christmas Story, C, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and D, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Which of those holiday movies is not a John Hughes film?
I'm going to jump in and just say A Christmas Story. And that's a first guess. I'm not totally certain of that.
No, I'm locking in on that one. I'm locking in on a Christmas
I'm
story.
gonna,
I
I'm
think
gonna
it's too
throw an
early.
audible. I'm gonna throw an audible because I don't think I don't know if John Hughes had anything to do with Lampoon series. I'm gonna go with National Lampoon's Christmas.
The correct answer is A Christmas Story.
Ah,
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Too early. Yeah.
So, all right, what's the full background of John Hughes and the National Lampoon series?
Oh, he National Lampoon's Vacation, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Wow.
Is that all John Hughes?
John Hughes was just a prolific script writer.
Right. I'll be damn. I didn't know that link either.
I didn't either. Yeah.
That's why all the National Lampoon's movies are started in Chicago.
Not all of them, but
Most of them are.
the Vacation series are.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think Animal House was it?
I don't know. It might be.
Was he part of Animal House?
Well, that's a
Let's look
National
that
Lampoon thing, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I don't think that's John Hughes, is it?
No.
But again, he wrote, it was produced by, music by, hold on. Oh, music by Elmer Bernstein, by the way.
Oh, really?
I know, right? Written by Harold Ramis, Chris
Okay.
Miller, and Douglas Kenny. So yeah,
So
music by Elmer Bernstein.
Yeah, and like Scott and I are the only two people that get that. So
Yep. Total radar blackout.
Elmer Bernstein is behind a lot of the soundtracks that you know and love, but don't know it's him.
Okay. All right.
He's just one of
Commandments,
those guys.
Airplane, Ghostbusters, the score to Ghostbusters, of course, not the Ghostbusters theme song, which was
Right.
Ray
Ray
Parker.
Parker Jr.
Ray Parker, yeah.
and Thoroughly
Yeah.
Modern Millie.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Sorry.
I didn't know Planes, Trains, and Automobiles was John Hughes, though.
Yeah, John Hughes
I figured that was.
and
Like,
the Rat Pack, of course. So
Yeah.
as we're going to the Christmas story here, A Christmas Story, the Christmas story story took place in Indiana. However, the Gene Shepherd story took place in Indiana. However, it was filmed in which of these cities? Was it filmed in Cincinnati, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, or Buffalo?
Oh, I think I know.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm torn between Cleveland and Buffalo,
Rust Belt. What?
right? I'm torn between those two because I
Both
was
going to the
thinking
playoffs
Cleveland.
this year, by the way.
I'll be
was
back. I gotta go. Hold on.
Okay.
I'll be back.
I was thinking Cleveland, but I know your tendency to like say things were done in Buffalo.
I'm a
so
homer.
I'm not sure if that is the right answer or not. What do you think, Polly?
I want to say Cleveland. Cleveland sticks out a lot in my head.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna feed into your ego, Scott, and say Buffalo.
Polly was right.
Polly was right.
In
Okay.
Cleveland.
Yes.
It was a red herring. Buffalo
It
was a red herring.
It was a good one.
Because again, I'm a homer. I'm drinking my Southern Tier, rooting on the Bills on Monday. This is not being weird. How's Chicago doing in the playoff hunt? I have no idea how they're doing right now.
We got the wild card.
I don't either.
Yeah, awesome.
I don't know if we have it, but we're in the hunt for it because we're 7-7 as of this weekend.
Man, in the hunt, we know in the hunt as well as anybody.
Well, yeah, a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the first time we've clinched the AFC East in 25 years.
Wow.
Since I was 1995. Since I was 13.
Okay.
So yeah,
All I know is that
been a while.
the Eagles are so far outside of possibility that. Oh no!
Is that-
According to this, they're on the bubble. But
George,
I
is that
see
your
it
team?
happening. I don't really have a football team per se.
right in Virginia, you don't have a football team, but
Well, the Washington football team is like the closest one to us. So a lot
The
of people
football
are fans of that. But
What's the next major market next by you, George? Pittsburgh?
it kind of a toss up depending on where you are between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia.
All right.
Yeah, but I grew up, with Philadelphia, and when I was going off to college, I kind of got into the Titans, so I still follow those two. And the Titans are actually doing pretty good this year. They're in the hunt. So
Like I'm not a huge pro guy. I'm a college guy, and as long as my college team makes it to a bowl game, I'm happy every year.
yeah, friggin' Chicago ruined me, and I'm hockey now. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
where'd Jason go? I've got 2 more questions.
I know he said he'd be right back. So
His phone went off. Sounded like he had to go do some work stuff.
yeah, so he might be a second.
Scott, I haven't seen you in a while. What's been going on? I've been following you on Facebook and all that, but
Not much. Not much. It's Buffalo lives for 2 things: wings and the Buffalo Bills. So the Bills have been doing good this year, and that's all that Twitter is about. Right.
How much does Buffalo care about the Sabres?
we care very much about the Sabres.
Very much about the Sabres.
Wait,
Okay.
now that I think about it, was it the very first Winter Classic in the Buffalo
Yes,
Stadium?
it was the Sabres. Yes, it was.
Clean as hell. I remember watching the videos of that.
Oh yeah.
It like
No.
what, 6 inches or something like that during the
We don't have an identity outside of the Bills and Sabres.
Okay.
And we have chicken wings. We have chicken wings. We have the Bills, and we have the Sabres. And if the Bills have an off year, the Sabres have a good year. And if the Sabres have an off year, the Bills have a good year.
Okay.
And this year, it's the Bills' year, and the Sabres have been bad for a couple of years, so nobody cares about the Sabres right now. But of course, we all watch every single game. Every single person in Buffalo watches every single game, but our Twitter feeds are all Buffalo Bills right now.
Have you ever been to a Buffalo Bisons game?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And they have it's so hard because they have won championships
Oh, have they?
in their league, in the minor leagues. I think they are AAA. Listen to me, as a Buffalonian, I think they're AAA, not AA. I think they're AAA, and they have won championships. And we have a lacrosse team that has won championships. And
That's why I was like, when I talked.
the point is, they're not the Bills and they're not the Sabres, and we are 100% in on those two teams
that one.
Okay.
every year.
Facebook.
What about the Blue Jays? How strong is Buffalo's affiliation with the
To
Blue
Toronto?
It was pretty cool to have them play in Buffalo this year.
Mm-hmm.
But if it never happened again, it would be forgotten pretty quick in Buffalo.
Oh wow.
Jays? So where does baseball lean in Buffalo? Is it Pittsburgh?
It's whatever the Bison's affiliate is for that year.
For baseball?
For baseball, yeah, because the
Okay.
Bisons
You
are
know,
the farm team for.
Oh.
do you know that there's a Buffalo Bisons AHL team?
Yeah, that's the one I thought you guys were talking about.
That's what I was talking about.
Are we talking about hockey?
Yeah.
Well, there's a minor league
Buffalo
hockey
Bisons
team.
hockey,
Did you know
yeah.
that?
Out of where?
Buffalo.
Hold on. I was talking about Buffalo Bisons.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize that until just now, but there is both a baseball and a hockey team called the Buffalo Bisons that are minor league teams.
Guys, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, some of the most fun hockey I've ever seen is at a minor league game.
I'm looking
Agreed.
at it right now.
Yeah.
Buffalo Shamrocks Athletic Club.
All right, we have to hold off on the last couple questions because
I've got two more questions when you're ready.
What's up,
All right.
Polly?
nothing. I was talking beer tender.
What questions did I miss? Or question or question?
Just the one which
About
was
the house.
How
The
Okay.
Christmas
No.
Story. Christmas
No.
Story took
Where
place
was
in
the Christmas-
Indiana, but where
Oh.
was it filmed?
That's okay. Yeah. I didn't get the answer. So is it Buffalo or I'm leaning towards Buffalo or Pittsburgh, and
It
I'm
was
gonna go.
Cleveland.
It was
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Oh, you got a drink.
All right.
yeah.
My light lager's on its way back here.
It's hard to imagine any movie being shot in beer. How nice.
Beer tender, Lauren. Thank you very much.
That's awesome.
Thank you,
Two more
Lauren.
when you're ready.
Thank you, Lauren.
All right, Scott. What do you got? Oh, sorry, Jason. You were saying something?
I was going to say, it's hard to imagine any other movie being made around Cleveland other than Major League.
Oh, Major League is a great movie.
Was that actually shot in Cleveland?
I would think so.
I would think so too. I don't know that, but I would
Yeah,
think so too.
I mean, certainly
Okay.
they shot it. They shot the stadium footage there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, we drive through Cleveland multiple times per summer, and every time you can't hit the Cleveland Indians Stadium without thinking about Major League. Like, it's a good
You
movie
know-
with Charlie Sheen. Come on.
Yeah, they are kicking around because obviously the Cleveland Indians name is they've made the decision to change it. That became public within the last 2 weeks. One of the names that I've heard getting thrown around is they would change to be the Cleveland Wild Things.
Oh, that would be.
Oh,
I
wow.
so badly want this to happen.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
no, that'd be great.
Yes.
Hear about this? Oh my
Yeah.
god, that would be awesome. I would become a Cleveland fan. I don't care.
Yes.
'Cause-
Well,
Yeah.
you can't do better than that. You can't.
No, that is a great choice to make.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, every time I think of that movie, I always think of when he's like wanting to sacrifice the chicken and they give him a bucket of fried chicken instead.
Oh, I'm gonna go home. Damn it, I'm gonna watch that. movie.
It's
a good
awesome.
movie.
Oh, it's so classic.
Yeah.
Right after I watch Christmas Story, I watch it every year on Christmas Eve. Like I have two things on the holidays. On Thanksgiving Day, before I go do my family stuff, I watch the movie of Alice's Restaurant. I don't know if you guys know this is a thing, but there's an actual fucking movie about it.
Of course.
Dude, like that scene when Arlo Guthrie's sitting there in his underwear, jumping up and down, going "kill, kill, kill." I fucking lose it every fucking time.
I have to watch this.
You do. Have you ever listened to? You've listened to the song, yes?
Which
Obviously,
song?
Alice's Restaurant.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's
but I've not
it's a
seen the
tradition
movie.
on Thanksgiving every year at my house. At noon on Thanksgiving, we listen to Alice's Restaurant.
Okay.
Actually, Scott, yeah, I don't think you know this, but there's a local radio station in Chicago that every year on Thanksgiving at noon and I think 8, they play the audio version of Alice's Restaurant. Nice.
We have one in Buffalo too at
Okay.
noon on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we do noon and 8 o'clock. So
Nice.
All right.
yeah.
All right. So, what's your next question, Scott?
Next question, staying in the realm of A Christmas Story.
Okay.
A Christmas Story influenced the creation of which of these sitcoms? Was it
Ooh.
It's a good one.
Full House? Was it Growing Pains? Was it Blossom? Or was it The Wonder Years?
Wow.
Oh. Okay. I think I know, and I think I know why.
All right, George, you go ahead because I have a couple ideas. I might piggyback on yours. if
Yeah.
not tricky.
I'm gonna say the Wonder Years, and I'll save why. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going the Wonder Years too. And what calls out to me is just the way of the narration.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
All right, you sold me. That's it.
Yeah.
Wonder
All right.
Years.
The Wonder Years is correct.
Yes,
And
okay.
because of the narration.
Woo!
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you name the narrator in either A Christmas Story or The Wonder Years?
No.
Oh God, no.
Oh, I used to
We
know
are
the one
calling
in the
back
Wonder
to
Years.
Daniel Stern. Oh, God damn it. I just said it.
Oh.
Daniel, really?
Daniel
From
Stern?
Home Alone?
Daniel Stern is the narrator for The Wonder Years. Yes.
Is
No
he? Okay.
shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just said the fucking answer. Instead of the question, I said the answer.
What was the so do you know what other Christmas movie the little kid from the Christmas Story showed up in?
Yes, of course.
I don't know.
Is
that
anybody
one.
else?
I don't want to.
Elf.
Oh.
He was one of the elves in
Yeah.
Elf. Yeah.
Oh, wait, I can't put my arms down, kid. I can't put my arms down.
No,
Yeah,
that's
no,
his
no,
little
not
brother,
him.
but
No, the main
Ralphie-
character.
Ralphie is played by Peter Billingsley,
Yeah. And he
Oh.
was in Elf.
who
as,
was
like-
in Elf. He
Yeah.
has striking blue eyes.
Oh, well, I got a few. If you want to continue this, I got a few more questions on this, on this tab that I pulled up. We can keep going.
Please do. Yes.
I've got
But
one more.
Scott's got one
Let me
more.
do one more,
Oh,
and
okay.
then I'm in. Yeah, what I had meant to say was the narrator was Gene Shepard was the narrator in A Christmas Story,
Oh.
and Daniel Stern was the narrator in The Wonder Years, and Daniel Stern was in Home Alone, which was directed by John Hughes, and which was directed by Chris Columbus. I'm sorry, but written by John.
Written
Hughes.
by John.
Written
Hughes.
by John Hughes, yeah.
And shot in the suburbs of Chicago.
And
Other
shot-
Christmas movie did Chris
That movie-
Columbus direct?
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
I have no idea. I'm not even guessing.
Don't
Come
say
on.
it just yet.
Was it the Polar Express?
No. I don't think so.
That was Mark. That was Mark Robert Zemeckis, wasn't
I
it?
was going to say that was Zemeckis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to throw out a guess here. Is it?
Okay.
Oh, I know this.
Is he puking?
All right, yeah. Okay. I just suck.
Gremlins.
Gremlin?
Oh. All right. There was no way I was getting that. I was way nowhere near that.
Yeah. Sorry, Scott. Go ahead.
All right. I wish I could tie these all together, but the last one is just silly. So, what is the name of the female reindeer in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Oh my! The cartoon, the claymation. Movie?
Yes, the
Yeah.
Rankin and Bass Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Is it Noelle, Sarah, Clarice, or Hannah?
I know.
Clarice.
Clarice.
Yeah.
The Silence of the Lambs one.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's a good
definitely
poll.
Clarice.
It is Clarice.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. I get to drink this.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Has everybody watched Die Hard yet this Christmas season?
Yes. Thank you. That's a Christmas movie. Yes.
This season, yes, I have.
It is.
I have not had my annual Die Hard viewing.
I
I've
say
got
well,
2 more days.
You got 2 more days.
I found out it was Alan Rickman's first movie.
It was?
I did not know that either.
I didn't know that either. Yeah.
Huh.
Huh. So in Die Hard, his hacker that actually like was breaking into the system and things. What other not sitcom, but primetime television show was that dude in?
Okay, you just gave a big hint. It's not a sitcom, but
It's not a sitcom, it's primetime television show.
Are we talking the hacker?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Like
I
the
have-
own yeah.
no idea. And I don't want to do any Malort, but I don't have any idea.
No. This isn't a Malort question. Polly, do you have any idea?
I have no idea. I mean,
He
know,
was Chuck Norris's second-hand man in Walker, Texas Ranger.
No shit.
Oh, I know.
Mhm.
I know the face you're talking about.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
I don't know the name. I know exactly who you're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either. I just know
Yeah.
that that's what he did. Yeah.
I'm going to use the restroom. Excuse me.
All right.
Okay.
So, Jason and George, you hold the fort down. I'm going to find another couple questions off this page I got tabbed open for.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, sure.
All right. So so you
Wow.
agree with
This
me
came
that
together very nicely.
it did, yes. Do you agree with me that Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
I get the argument in both directions. And regardless of whether or not it's a Christmas movie, I love that movie.
It is a great movie.
Yeah,
Although-
it's one of the more rewatchable movies that's out there.
Yeah, and it's just so simple in its storyline, but so complex in its execution and how they do it that it is
You know what holds up for me is Alan Rickman's character.
absolutely.
He hits that so perfectly. It's so perfect, and it just gets better over time.
That movie needed 2 characters, Alan Rickman and Bruce Willis, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But honestly, I think Rickman is so strong that even if you took Bruce Willis and put somebody less qualified in that role, it still would have worked.
yeah,
It's just, it's such an iconic, such a perfect bad guy role.
yeah, he really was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although
So-
I got to give it to that the blonde German dude that was
Oh yeah.
yeah,
he's
like
pretty
the
good
main
too.
thug bad guy that
Yeah.
he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. So what other
I get-
Christmas movies like that are not overtly Christmas movies? So like I consider Gremlins to be a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I tell you, that's the first time I've heard Gremlins described as a Christmas movie.
Come
And
on,
I-
it's during Christmas, for fuck's sake.
I haven't seen Gremlins since I was a kid.
Okay, I think if you watched it again, like
Okay.
now, you would say, "Oh, right, yeah." that's
Mogwai.
Christmas.
Okay. All right. No, that's fair. That's fair.
Do you remember the rules to having a mogwai?
You can't get them wet. Don't let them eat after midnight. What am I forgetting?
So, like,
Yeah, sunlight.
Sunlight.
Exposure to
Okay.
sunlight. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
it's like,
Yeah.
they killed one of the gremlins because of the sunlight, because they had the
Right.
light.
Oh.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. You guys have no idea here the questions I'm pulling up here.
Oh, I'm scared now.
Yeah. Might blow your mind. I just hope this page that I'm looking at is true, to be honest.
Honestly, what I'm getting really scared of is I have this much of the Rudolph the Red Ale rain beer, and I have
OMG.
so much of this.
Well, then, if you put it this way, you want to get stumped, Jason or George? I got you.
Okay, well,
You're drinking it. And I think
yeah.
poor Scott's going to be drinking the rest of us, my lord, by the time I'm done with them.
I mean, Scott can hear your. Oh, he can.
It's rough. It's rough.
It is rough.
All right. I got 3 more questions here. All right.
Okay, hit us.
So, which UK craft brewery bought by Anheuser-Busch InBev in 2015? Was bought by Anheuser-Busch InBev in 2015?
Is there multiple choices?
Yes.
I hope so.
Camden Town, Beavertown, Colonel, or Wild Beer Company? The only reason I know this is I got the answers at the bottom of the page.
The only one of those options that rings any sort of bell is Beavertown. So I'm going to go Beavertown.
Okay, Jason.
That was my
Beavertown?
guess. Beavertown is my guess.
His Beavertown's his. I'm gonna be contrarian and say Camden Town.
George, you do not have to drink.
Yes.
Don't wanna.
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking natty light.
So next question.
I even picked the Steel Reserve High Gravity,
Oh, we had
Yeah.
that. We had that here in January.
and it did not score well.
Oh, this is going to be a great. Now that I'm looking at this, let me double check and make sure the answer is correct.
Was that an 8%er, George?
Yeah. Go ahead, Polly.
Yeah, I trust me. I remember that webcast. I got drunk that night too. So, all right. Which of these has not been used as a flavor / adjunct in a commercial beer?
Has not been used.
Has not been used.
Okay.
Pizza, coconut curry, cheese and onion crisp, or lobster bisque?
Dear God, Polly.
What the
What
hell?
are we doing here?
I'm going to go with B. but just wow, those options.
What are you
Insane.
I was stumped too. I had to check the answer twice.
All right.
All right.
It's-
So it was pizza, and what was the second one?
Coconut curry.
Coconut curry.
What was the
and
third
then
one?
Chinese and onion crisps
Onion crisps.
I'm going with C on this.
and lobster bisque.
and lobster bisque. Yeah, I'm going with coconut curry as well.
All right, so George has got B, Scott's got C, and
got C.
Jason?
I've got coconut curry also. B.
All right, well, Jason and George need a drink. Thank you, Scott. You don't have to drink Malort.
Oh, thank God.
Dude. This is not going well.
Scott, I don't know if you know, but we lost it there on the video. We saw you on the audio though.
Yeah,
Oh, good. Okay. Well, you can hear me.
yeah,
Yes,
we
we
can
can.
hear you. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm looking at a separate tab.
Yeah.
On just something that beer questions that I always laugh at, and double check, make sure the answer is correct. That I have it written
So
down.
what the hell beer used coconut curry as an adjunct?
I have no idea. We can look it up after we're done.
I am, man.
The curry one was what threw me off. I'm like, that's got to be a trap. Curry? No.
All right. Oh my God! See a couple of these beers. Two of these beers I don't recognize, but
Ooh. Hang on, Polly, 1 second. I did just find a coconut porter curry soup recipe.
that was used in a beer. So
I know. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
which of these beers does not contain rice as an ingredient?
Oh, okay. I like this one.
Okay.
Budweiser, Corona, Curran, I believe, Krrin, or San Miguel.
Okay, run them one more time, Polly.
Budweiser, Corona, Curran, or San Miguel.
You said current?
Yeah, Kirin.
Kieran. Okay.
Kieran.
And San Miguel?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm gonna go
It's-
with Corona.
It's either Corona or San Miguel. So,
Yeah, it's definitely not Kieran.
yeah.
Well, you need a final answer, Jason.
I'm getting there.
I'm going Corona.
I'm going San Miguel.
I'm going to go San Miguel also.
So Scott, Corona, and George and Jason's got San Miguel.
Correct.
Yeah.
Am I hearing that correctly?
Yeah.
All right, Scott, you're drinking Malort.
Okay. The Natty
Yeah.
Ice was killing me.
Yeah, because Kieran's Japanese, so it's definitely
Right.
Don't wanna.
And Budweiser is Budweiser. So
I mean,
Budweiser puts it on the label.
it does, yes.
they do.
So, so to answer our previous question, the beer that used coconut curry was made by New Belgium, and it is New Belgium Lips of Faith Coconut Curry Hefeweizen.
Sounds disgusting.
Coconut curry Hefeweizen.
Yeah, it's an 8%.
Huh.
With an average score of 3.45 on Beer Advocate.
3.5 rated that high. I'd give it like a quarter bottle cap on tap.
Maybe it's good. Who knows?
Like I remember one time, I remember being at a brewery and being part of the Mug Clubbers and all that. They had a thing where, we had a tappings and people would bring in bombers and wanted to cheer amongst themselves, right? And there's a brewery out of Florida. They had a key lime pie beer. And I tried it. I'm like, oh, this is fucking horrible. What is this? And then here it is, GABF time. I'm looking back, and that took like the silver in the fruit beer category. I was like, okay, I stand corrected. Sorry.
I've had a good key lime beer. Actually, it was done in Florida. I had a good key lime beer. But yeah, it can be, key limes can be overly present sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, if you want to keep doing this, there's a lot of other. I pass up a lot of other good questions.
Yeah. So I don't know about anybody else if you guys got things to do.
We got things to do. We can do it. It's 2 days before Christmas.
It is.
I
Oh, you're back.
I
Okay.
can't drink any more Malort.
All right, we're done.
That's where I'm at.
Okay.
I've
That's
got
fair.
Die Hard back here.
You do. Yes.
So the YouTube algorithm is going to take you guys
gonna say-
down on this one.
We don't need a copyright strike. You don't have the audio, which is good. There's
he
Alan
is.
Rickman. Yeah.
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 My throat is just dying.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you guys, this has
is
been fun.
good.
Yeah.
What you've had me drinking is bad.
Which is
Sorry. You two, my lord, when you answer the wrong question.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
That's the guy.
yeah.
That's
Right
the
there.
guy. Yeah, yeah. That's him. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. This has been fun.
He was on
Um,
Wings. Is that right? He was on Wings.
He was on Walker, Texas Ranger.
He was on Wings. He was on
Wings?
Touched by an Angel.
Oh,
No. I'm just naming 90s movie or 90s TV shows.
Okay.
I was like, I watched Wings. What guy was he on Wings? What guy was he on freaking Touched by an Angel? I
Yeah.
watched that too. I watched that too. For fuck's sake.
All right. So, Jason, do you want to kind of do our parting?
I certainly can. Yes.
Yeah.
What a great episode this was, guys. I'm so
Yeah,
glad
it's
this came
fun.
together.
Yeah.
Wow, this really came into something nice. Well,
That's what she said.
came into something. Oh wow.
Oh my!
That's
Yeah,
what-
on that note,
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Thank you so much, everybody, for listening. This is a nice place to brew. We do our webcast every Thursday here on the YouTube and Facebook channel. Check out our past episodes on our YouTube channel. We've got weekly episodes going back to the beginning of COVID-19, going back to March. So we've built up a library. We have audio podcasts under the same name, A Nice Place to Brew. That's available on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, and all the places you get your podcast from. Our next webcast will be Wednesday, not Thursday. Will be Wednesday, December 30th. Available on the Facebook and YouTube channel. Check us out there. Our website is www.aniceplacetobrew.com. As George had mentioned earlier, we're building up some content for aspiring homebrewers and for homebrewers of all levels. So check out our section Tips from the Semi-Pros as it comes together, and also keep an eye on this page for future episodes. And we're available on You can find us on social media under A Nice Place to Brew or Nice Place to Brew on all the major social media platforms. That is the end of that is the end of this. I got everything. I lost my tally as far as to who won trivia today, but regardless, this was an awesome episode. I'm so glad this came together. Yeah. So happy holidays, everybody. And we send off every episode. We raise a glass and we say, it takes a lot of good beer to make great beer.
cheers.
Cheers.